I think a lot of people think details hamper creativity, but I actually don't.
Oh no, I think there's two parts to what we consider smart and creative and iconic ideas. One is the functionality. So we are very focused on the design process in terms of consumer insights and then innovating on their needs and their problems with better design, engineered design. So we put a lot of functionality and thought into how we pattern the bags and how we sew them. And then the second thing is in the finish. So the color and the style and how that's going to relate to how you want to express yourself. And then the details is what consumers notice, and that's what screams quality to them.
Well, and that's what makes it a durable bag.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's really, it's all the details are the reasons why you don't get annoyed and go try something else. It's like, this is why you have your bag for 20 years.
Yes, yes. And the interesting thing is how we're able to balance the cost with the price and the competitive position in the marketplace, because there are, not to be named, other bags, other urban bags or big mass brand bags whose quality down to the stitching level, etc., are not as good as ours, and yet their price doesn't reflect that. And I think what our consumers find is that we are completely right priced, because they know that even if this bag costs them $100, they can trust to carry over $2,000 worth of their personal stuff in it every day.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why we wanted to work with you guys, is because of that dedication to quality. And that's exactly what we look for, is people that pay attention to those fine details, because that's what we aspire to as well.
Yeah.
So you raised something else that I love and I want to talk about. I almost feel like this was scripted, and it wasn't. But you talked about...
I don't even know who you are.
He really doesn't. We talked some about the, you mentioned the, color that you want and all that. So how do you guys inspire creativity in your customers, not just in your designers?
Yeah, so we have and have been innovating from the spirit of Rob Honeycutt's original thought on customization. And since 1994, way before the information superhighway became the internet that we love and are dependent upon today, we had a custom bag builder. And what we do is we pay attention to how the pattern works so that we can actually sew it cost effectively right here in San Francisco. We're one of the few San Francisco manufacturers left. And we allow people to add things to it, so they can add a handle to it. They can move the orientation from right-handed to left-handed. They can put a little file wall in there, or even a laptop pocket. They can have different kinds of reflector tabs. And beyond that, we offer color and fabric. And you can put anything together. And we don't get in the way of your creativity. You can make it as sophisticatedly monotone as you want and pick a blue bag. Or you can put some really wild and crazy colors together. And we see them coming off the line. And I'll tell you, you can't use your personal taste to judge. Because what you may think is fugly, when it's on that person, it's absolutely right. And so people pick what is right for them, and we have to give them the tools to do that.
Well, that's one of the things that I love, and we see that all the time too, is, we may have seen something and said, but then you see a picture on Flickr, you brought up Flickr, and we have people that do that all the time as well. You see the picture on Flickr, and someone, when they have something that they design, they hold themselves differently. Their shoulders go back a bit, and and that's one of the things. I've always laughed. I'm like, people say, oh, that looks great together. I'm like, guys, it's only because I'm standing up straight and pulling it off.
Oh, yeah. You know, and one of the things that has evolved over time, and something we hold very close to our hearts about Timbuk2, is that it's really actually, at the end of the day, it's more of a bond than it is a brand. And when we hear our customers talk about their bag and describe its utility, they actually talk about it in terms of relationship. So it's if I'm a turtle, it's my shell. It's my life partner, right? It's the person or it's what I travel with. Yeah, it reminds me of all of my memories. So they put a lot of relationship language on it, and I think that's because of what it does for them and how it expresses who they are.
You know, that's so funny because I had not thought until you said that. My bag's actually with me, next to me more than my husband is.
Exactly.
Which is really sad, but it's true.
Exactly. Well, and the other thing is, quite functionally, it helps you be prepared for whatever, right? And so that gives you safety and comfort. So, you know, yeah, it's just a bag company, but the relationship our customers have with the bag itself is a lot more than that.
Well, I can really relate to that because, you know, when I joined Spreadshirt, I had people say, you're going to do T-shirts?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it's not just a bag company. It's really about how people feel when they wear our shirts, how they feel when they get to express themselves, the fun that they have with that, when they're supporting a friend, if they're giving a gift or wearing it for their friend or anything. And I know you guys have the same thing. It's exactly that.
Exactly. You know, and if you want to build a dynamic company with a great following and a lot of loyalty, I think you got to think of it as a movement